Good morning, everyone. How you all doing? And welcome to another episode of Breaking Dawn. Hope everyone's doing good. Hope everyone's doing fine. Thank you so much for joining me this morning, guys. Before I start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to smash a like on the video and all that lovely stuff, guys. And also put your notifications on, please. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Let's get straight into it, shall we? Manchester United transfers. We thought we had enough with transfers. We thought it was all over. Absolutely not. Not on your bottom dollar, as they say. As Manchester United are lining up a double signing, maybe in January, maybe in the summer. We're going to have to wait and see, guys. But lo and behold, Anderson has a couple of good games for England, Nottingham Forest midfielder, and lo and behold, he's linked to a move to Manchester United, of course. Why not? That's what Manchester United do at the end of the day. I myself was very impressed with Anderson, Elliot Anderson, of course, the 22-year-old England international. I was very, very impressed with his performance. Thought he was brilliant. Thought he was assured. Look, it's the English player. Again, the tax, it might be a lot of money. This is the thing with it. At the end of the day, Elliot Anderson is a very versatile player. He's not been around. He is a central midfielder. He can play attacking midfielder and a left midfield as well. He has those defensive tenacities that, you know what, you need in a Ruben Amorim system. And I think he would be an absolutely fabulous addition to our midfield. Now, will Man United make a move for Elliot Anderson? The fee is around 32 million. In regards to face value, we know that's going to double probably to about 50, 60 million, given it is a English tax, of course. But news circulating, especially where I am, that Manchester United are interested and are looking for alternatives for Baleba. If they cannot get Baleba, Man United are looking at alternatives, of course. Adam Wharton was one of those players that Man United are heavily linked with. Now it is Elliot Anderson, guys. It is Elliot Anderson. And yes, look, that's what happens. It's what I said the other day, guys. What did I say the other day? You know what? We don't know what's going to happen in a year's time. We don't know if there's going to be a new kid on the block. There's going to be a new player that, you know what, we're all talking about. You know, we don't know that at the end of the day. And this is what we're talking about. Elliot Anderson has come to the fore over this last, couple of days. As a couple of weeks in regards to his England performances, guys. He has come to the fore, and I think he will be a great addition. But why, guys, are we not looking at these players from before? We're not spotting these players before. You know, we wait until they blow onto the scene. They have a good game for England, and now looking like a full-time international player. Let's be real here. You know, especially when the likes of Bellingham and come back. I mean, I think Henderson would be out the door, in my opinion. I think he should be out the door. But look, Anderson, great news in regards to transfer. News in regards to another player that is highly talented that Man United are linked with. And the reason I say that is because I like Man United to have a few options. I know that this Baleba deal is going to be difficult to do. And I know that this Baleba deal, whether it be done in January, whether it be done in the summer, if it does go haywire, if it doesn't work out, we got options. We got backup options. We got contingency plans that we can work on. Oh, we might already have worked on them in regards to that, guys. But Elliot Anderson, Manchester United, what do you think about that, guys? Would it work? Is it too early? How much would it cost? Guys, look, it's all up in the air at the moment, guys. But that is a player that Manchester United are very interested in, and I'm excited about that one, to be honest with you, guys. Now, another player named Zeno de Bust is a Sporting Lisbon centre-back, the 21-year-old who is currently at Sporting Lisbon, as we know, is a very versatile 22 caps for Belgium, 22 caps for Belgium, only 21 years old, guys. Zeno de Bust. As I spoke yesterday about certain defenders are going to be linked with Manchester United. We had the Athletic Bilbao defender yesterday, and now we've got the Sporting Lisbon defender today. Manchester United are looking up to shore up that defence in regards to a defence that fits Ruben Amorim's system. What kind of defence fits Ruben Amorim's system? Now, when we think about Ruben Amorim at Sporting Lisbon, he did have big defenders. And then he sort of adapted to it. He adapted from Cortez and then ended up bringing in smaller defenders and defenders that can bring the ball out, of course, guys, in regards to that. Defenders that can bring the ball out in regards to that and stuff like that, guys. Hopefully I'm not lagging too much, guys. Sorry about that if I am lagging. Really apologize for that, guys. Thank you so much anyway. But yeah, these are the sort of the signings that Ruben Amorim is looking at, guys. Zeno De Bust, another defender linked to Manchester United. Are Manchester United looking for a defender? I mean, look, we lost Lindelof, we lost Evans. I think it's very important that Man United do shore up that defense, in my opinion. Absolutely. I think it's very important that Man United get backup options in that defense. We're looking now at, the likes of Licha Martinez. Is Licha Martinez going to be fit? Is he going to be always fit? Aiden Heaven has had a couple of injuries recently as well. Is he going to be fit as well? Obviously, we have to really look at that. And I do think Man United do need to look at shoring up that defense a little bit. Zeno De Bust, 21-year-old Belgium international linked to Manchester United. Another one, guys. There was rumours yesterday about Malik Fofana. Malik Fofana, obviously, been linked to Man United before, was linked in the summer. Of course, the Lyon attacker played against Man United last season, as we know. Look, I don't think Man United should be really prioritising an attacking midfielder at the moment. Unless we're going to play Malik Fofana as a left wing back, right wing back, something like that, then I would say that, okay, maybe. But I don't think Malik Fofana should be a priority at the moment. I really don't. In regards to defense, in regards to the midfield, in regards to the right wing back, yeah, I think Man United do need to look at that and do need to shore up that a little bit, guys. I really do feel that. And, with the likes of Elliot Anderson being linked to Manchester United, with the likes of De Bust being linked to Manchester United, this is the type of signings that Manchester United are going to be looking for ASAP, guys. That is what we're going to be looking for. So let's wait and see what happens in regards to that. Linked to loads of different players. Again, new players coming off the lips of obviously of the media and stuff. So that is good news. Let me just get through some of your comments, guys, before I fall behind on all these comments, guys. Big up everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Big up yourself. Hope everyone is blessed today, of course, guys. Good to see you, Ephraim. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good morning, sir. I think Anderson is a very good player and it does not cost much. It might not cost as much as Baleba. I firmly believe it won't cost as much as Baleba. And as soon as Man United come calling, you know that Anderson's head is going to be turned. There's already rumours about Baleba's head being turned. There's already rumours about he wants to come to Man United. He's disappointed that he is not at Man United right now. But for whatever reason, obviously, being overpriced is one of the big reasons in regards to that, guys. Absolutely. Big up everyone. Big up Ephraim. Big up. Let me get through some of these. Randall. Morning, Sal. Morning, Randall. How you doing, my friend? Big up Sanjay. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good morning, Sal. And United fan. Big up Stephen. How you doing, my friend? Big up Ellen. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Good to see everyone in the house this morning. Of course, guys. Many tired viewers this morning because you forgot to press the like. Ellen, absolutely. What is going on with people? It takes a twiddle of the finger, and we will get some more likes, guys. Come on, guys. Show some love. Eric, good morning. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Good morning, Reds, watching from South Africa. Big up South Africa. Hope you're doing well, brothers and sisters. Hope you're good. Rain officially starts this season. Absolutely. Come on. This is it, guys. This is what it's all about. It is about Ruben Amorim. It's about Ruben Amorim's future. Of course, big up British Bulldog. How you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Of course, when Manchester United come calling, the price gas up. United tax. Of course, it is the United tax. Of course, that is what it is. That's what we have to deal with. Elliot Anderson. If Manchester United went for an Elliot Anderson, we know Elliot Anderson would be 60, 70 plus million around that price. We know that, innit? If it was Liverpool, be 40, 50. If it was Liverpool, be 40, 50. But with Manchester United, it is around 50, 60 million. And that's what Man United will be getting at the end of the day, guys. Absolutely. Absolutely. Big up Darren. Big up Darren. Yeah. RIP to all the people in Palestine and everyone around the world that loses their life every single day by barbaric reasons. Let me just tell you something about life, guys. Right? You cannot win anything with bullets. You don't win things with bullets. And as much as my suspicions are around, I don't want to talk about politics. But that's what it is at the end of the day. That's what happens when you put yourself out there in this kind of opinionated world in regards to children being massacred. And I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, Joe Allen, morning, mate. I am not fussed who we get. I just want a perfect number 6 who can make the midfield better. I mean, I agree with that, Joe. I agree with that. You know what I mean? I agree that we need a number 6. We do need a number 6. And do you think that Ugarte has a chance at Man United? Now, some people were talking about it a few weeks ago about any number 6 that comes into the team right now will struggle playing next to Bruno Fernandes. Do you agree with that? Do you agree with that? Because obviously I've been speaking a lot about Bruno Fernandes, his positional, ill-discipline and stuff like that. And obviously he goes around the pitch, around different parts of the pitch and stuff like that. And obviously exposes the other midfielder, you know, and leaving the other midfielder isolated and being like 3-2 against 1, 3 against 1. And that's the problem. Man United, a player like Anderson would be brilliant for Manchester United. I think he'd be absolutely brilliant for Man United. I think it'd be an absolutely cracking signing. You know what I mean? Absolutely cracking signing. But we have to play it by ear. We see what happens. Man United are using contingency plans in regards to the move for Baleba as well. This could also be a tactical move in regards to Baleba, saying that, oh, well, look, you know what? We've got Anderson. We've got Anderson. We're happy with Anderson. We can go after him and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So that is something that we should be looking at, of course, guys, as absolutely. And we should be acting like this. We should be acting like this with contingency plans, with plans. If you don't want to sell us Baleba, we're going to go after Anderson, blah, blah, blah. You know, and not only Anderson, Lamine Kamara, Luciano Gume, these type of players, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, that's what it is. That's how it should be at the end of the day. Absolutely, because we do need a midfielder. Gary, what's going on? Good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Good blessings of the morning. I hope you're doing well, guys. Absolutely. It's all about the football, guys. Football is an escape from the real world, right? Isn't football an escape from the real world? That's what it's all about. We have football to escape from this hateful world. And that's all I would say, you know, because football is a beautiful thing. And I'm so happy that we could sit here and talk about football. And you know what, at the end of the day. Afro Soup. Ruth coaches are also team selection and substitution. He has to pick the hungry ones. Absolutely. I think he's been the most ruthless manager so far at Man United. I mean, you just need to look at Sancho, Garnacho, Anthony. You know, you just need to look at these type of players, of course, guys. So, you know, I would say he's very ruthless. I said before he came to Manchester United that he was the smiling assassin. You know what I mean? Revert 7, my Twitter timeline is flooded about that Kirk guy. Apparently he had terrible views, including Look, at the end of the day, what I would say, can I say something, guys? Look, I don't want to talk about Charlie Kirk, right? Look, in regards to Charlie Kirk, okay? Let me tell you something. I don't agree with anything he says. I don't agree with anything he says. Some things I say, yeah, he's got a point, but some things I'm like, no, I don't agree with that. Especially obviously the Palestine. I'm free Palestine all day long and stuff. Guys, just keep an eye out. Just keep an eye out, because this world is not what it seems to a lot of people. And I find it weird that a certain someone tweeted straight after, you know, create chaos and then act like the solution. Here's the solution. You know what I mean? And this is what happens with that. You create chaos and then act like you're the Messiah to fix it. And that's what this world is about. Order out of chaos. Order out of chaos. That's what this world is about. That's what the leaders do, is order out of chaos. I have to be careful what I say here, because I've been around very important people in my life, and I know, guys, all right? So I better be careful what I say, but it is order out of chaos. Let me tell you that. It's not always what you think. And what I would say is that God bless Charlie, and God bless his family. And that's what I would say. And a terrible tragedy. No situation should be resolved with massacre. And that's what it is. But unfortunately, we live in this world, don't we? Absolutely. Absolutely. Big up, Sal. All talk is now about getting CM in January, or hold them accountable for being because of its spin. I won't forget this because of all they're hearing during this international break. Absolutely, LT. Big up, LT. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Football has been there for me when I needed an escape. Me too, brother, from the madness. And it's always so good to have people to talk to in a community such as this. Absolutely, Gary. This is what it's all about. We cannot stop the evil in this world. Whatever the evil is, we cannot stop the evil in this world. And we have to try and enjoy the good things in life that we have been handed to us. And we're lucky to enjoy it, to be honest with you. We're in a privileged position that we can sit here and we can talk about football. We can talk about transfers. We can talk about Manchester United. And that is what the most important thing at the end of the day. Guys, absolutely end of the day. Is it free speech? I believe in freedom of speech. Yeah, it is freedom of speech. But at the end of the day, what I would say is that, unfortunately, this happens in the world. You know, what's been going on. I haven't seen no one talk about the little kid who was shot 350 times, you know, just last week. Have you ever mentioned that, any of this community? And I'll just say that, guys. RIP to everyone. Show love to everyone. We're all human beings. Guys, all we're trying to do in this world is get by. We're only trying to get by. That's all we're trying to do, right? Unfortunately, we live in a world of hate. And we live in a world of evil, right? Nothing was resolved with what happened yesterday. Nothing gets resolved like that. It just gets worse. And I have my feelings about it. Who did it? All right. So, but I don't want to talk too much about it. Funny how no one mentions Palestine, isn't it? It's mad. They make it rain and they say it's raining and then they can fix it. Lies from the beginning. Gary, absolutely, mate. That is what I'm talking about. Order out of chaos. That is what it's all about. This is what they do. They cause a problem, and then they give you a solution to that problem. So it makes you feel like, I need them. I need the government. They're doing good for us. They love us. Nah. Right? Listen. Just do your research, guys. Big up, Stanley. Hi, Sal. You don't skip my post. I skip whoever I want, Stanley. Sorry, brother, but it's my channel. I can skip whoever I want. Unless you give a super chat, Stanley, or you support the channel, don't tell me what to do, mate. Don't tell me what to do on this channel, Stanley. I've got enough love for you, brother, but don't tell me to not skip things. I get hundreds of messages. I'm very kind to read each and every message out, right? I don't have to. I can be like those other content creators who don't read out anything, mate. Revert 7, I knew who he was. Yeah. Friend of mine met him. Big up. Roy, what about the girl in look, I'm not defending anything, and I feel sorry for an RIP and my love goes out to the family, but why weren't you here when the girl of 10 years old got killed the other day? Freedom of speech, not freedom of consequences. That's what it is. I believe in freedom of speech, but what I also believe in is a freedom to disagree and a freedom to debate. Unfortunately, people don't want to debate. They can't get close to it. They don't know how to debate, and they don't know how to come with the solutions. But the problem is in this world is that when there is a solution, they don't want a solution. They don't want a solution. They want it worse. They want it worse. They want it worse to keep you wanting and needing them. And that's the problem with it, you know? And that's what I would say about it. You know, people, you know, I would say at the end of the day, you know, I would say all day long what I am. People know what I am. I'm a humanitarian. I believe in humanity. I believe in love. I believe in peace. I believe that humans thrive with kindness. I think kindness is the most underrated thing in human nature. Right. And I think humans thrive with kindness. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, there's people out there don't want to be kind. And that's what it is. Absolutely. Guys. So, guys, look, at the end of the day, people get upset by celebrities. This is what they do at the end of the day because they're a known face. I get upset by children and not living their life. And that's what I would say. That's what I do. I get upset by everything. You know, that's why I've always mentioned it on the channel. I've always mentioned things on the channel like that. But I don't like to talk about politics on these channels. It's football, guys. It's all about football. And this is what we're here for. Absolutely. We're here for football. Absolutely, guys. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. And Manchester United in particular. And that's what I care about today. Of course, guys. Like, and at the end of the day, people, you know, they get horrified by certain things. Obviously, I get horrified every single day. I've been horrified this last couple of years, absolutely horrified by what's been going on in this world, you know, and that's what I would say about that, you know, and you have to look at things from above, not just like this. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Absolutely. LT, I can't wait for the derby, mate. Mostly bringing football back. Absolutely, mate. I miss watching Man United, and I just hope we can continue our performances, but with less mistakes and being more clinical in front of goal. I mean, that is one of the most important things that Man United have been problematic, isn't it? About putting the ball in the back of the net, That is the problem with Man United at the moment. You know what I mean? That is the problem with Man United at the moment. It's a problem. It's a problem, isn't it? And hopefully we can fix that. But to fix that, we need a little bit of chemistry, isn't it, LT? We need to play the best players and consistently play the best players, guys. Now, guys, I wanna get into a little rumor coming out about Casemiro. Casemiro, right? Casemiro potentially could be offered a new contract at Manchester United. How crazy does that sound? Man, that guy's on 350 grand a week. How crazy does it sound? You know what I mean? And I would say that is mad. If Man United do that, I don't know what to say, guys. I don't know what to say. I think Casemiro is basically finished in the Premier League. I don't think he could play in the Premier League anymore. I think Casemiro should have been gone last year. I mean, this is only rumor. I would stress this is only rumor. But Casemiro being rumored about Casemiro getting a new contract, for me, you know what I mean, is crazy. Stephen, so Casemiro just stayed at United, get World Cup spot close. He did not want to fight and win for United. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not in his head, Stephen, but yeah, it does look that way. It doesn't look, I mean, obviously there's always going to be sinister things when we think about Man United. We also need to think about Luke Shaw as well, when Luke Shaw finds himself fit for England and stuff like that, isn't it? They create mayhem and act like the solution. My heart goes out to the person, all about her. I take no sides. Thank you, Darren. And that's what it's all about. I believe in humans. I love humans. I love humanity. I love us. We're amazing. But one thing about us is that we can never flipping get on. Whilst we got evil running this world, we will never get on. We will never accept then the hatred that is going on in my country, England, at the moment, against a section of people is barbaric, right? What's going on in this world. And I cannot stress how important acceptance is in this world. I can come on there and be political. I could talk about World War II. I could get Tommy Robinson on this channel and tell him that more Bengalis, Pakistanis, and Indians died in World War II than Welsh and Scottish. We could go all the way around this thing, isn't it? But football, this is what brings us together. Football is what brings the world together. And I love talking about football because you know what? When we have football, we have no color, we have no religion, we have Manchester United. That is what we have at the end of the day. And that is what I love at the moment, guys. Absolutely. Big up, Darren, anyway. Benny, the world is a horrible place right now and football is a distraction. Let's stick to the football. Benny, thank you so much, my friend. Absolutely. I know people get traumatized by things, but this world never surprises me. I think the players, whoever will play, will be well up for it. Look, you know, the thing with Manchester City is not the team that I'm scared of. I'll tell you, I'm not scared of anyone in regards to football. But the team that I fear, the teams that I'm a bit more nervous the most are the Brightons and the Brentfords and the Tottenhams. Honestly, I'm more nervous for those games than I am for the likes of Man City and Chelsea and Liverpool. I'll be honest, guys. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm you know what I mean? I'm looking at the City game, and I actually think that Man United can win this City game, guys. I actually think we can win that game. I actually think we can go out there and win, guys. Now, a bit of other news, guys, in regards to Jim Ratcliffe. Obviously, Jim Ratcliffe has not been any stranger to moving away from UK. Of course, he's moved to Switzerland, back to Britain, and back to Monaco again in the past. For whatever reason, guys, there were rumors about Jim Ratcliffe leaving the UK again. I mean, what do you make of that, guys? Is it more sinister stuff? I don't want to talk too much about that on this channel. But what does that mean for Manchester United if he's taking billions out of the UK and moving the money somewhere else? What do you make of that? Or is it just business? Guys, at the end of the day, I'm not a big familiar with all this stuff and all this financial stuff. But what I would say is that, is it something sinister or is he doing it just to be clever and doing it to long term? Maybe make money for Man United. You never know. Absolutely. Ephraim, Sal, if we give him a contract, we are not changed. Absolutely. 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 Big up Benny. Big up the Irish. Salt of the earth people. Salt of the earth people. So morning, James. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're blessed. Casemiro hasn't got the legs for the EPL now, and he was a very good player. But time waits for no one. Absolutely, Stephen. You're absolutely spot on. I agree with that. I really do agree with that, my friend. Absolutely. I blame Tommy Watson and Farage. They're shit stirrers, mate. They're racist. They're simple as that. That's it. You know, I can educate them tenfold. If they want to be educated, I can educate them. You know, but no, I tend not to. I'm a Christian, but I don't support this Israel and political Israel. The spiritual one, yes, but just let's do football. I support humans, man. Ratcliffe hates working class people and detests poor people. Absolutely. I said that before. Absolutely. Revert and spot on. Look, honestly, with all due respect to Casemiro, he has been a great player, absolutely, for us at times, but we don't give him a new deal. And I hope he goes to a league that suits him. I agree, Joe. I have to agree. Look, I've also been a big fan of Casemiro. I think he's been a generational midfielder over the last 12 years, a generational midfielder. And, I really think that it's enough. I thought last year was enough for him. I thought he should have retired last year, in my opinion. I thought he should have went last year. But it is what it is at the end of the day. And if Man United offer a contract, then I'll be very, very disillusioned by what are we trying to do here. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely. Daryl, fuck Radcliffe. He needs to be gone from our club. Brother, Brazil are dead, lost to Bolivia. Brazil. Big up Brazil. They're not going to go to the World Cup. I think they will, innit? I don't know where they are in the league. I heard about Jim. Yeah, it could be good. Could be not. Could be sinister. Could be not. Could be his own self-doing. Could be something that he's doing for himself. He's done it before. He's a billionaire, innit? He's gonna wing his way around money, of course. I mean, if it benefits Manchester United, who am I to say anything? At the end of the day, as long as it benefits Manchester United, that's all I care about, guys. That's what I believe in. Absolutely. Yeah, I believe in that. Of course, guys. Absolutely. If I believe in, I just believe in what happens. If he puts money into Man United, that's all that matters for me. That's it, you know, and that's all I care about, to be honest, guys. Absolutely. But yes, guys, Casemiro new contract. Man United have been linked to Malik Fofana. Obviously, Elliot Anderson has also been linked to Manchester United, and obviously D-Bust, the Sporting Lisbon defender, has also been linked to Manchester United as well, which is, you know what? I think Man United do need an extra defender there as cover. I really do. Big up, Rejay. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Good morning, I've spoken to Darryl already. Look what he does to little Ice Niece. Absolutely, Darryl. No, absolutely. LT, Casemiro extension is the last thing we need. He doesn't have the legs, and he one of the highest earners, which is what we've been trying to eradicate. And I thought we were trying to replace him. Let's wait and see what happens, LT. Let's wait and see what happens, and let's play this by ear, because I don't firmly. I've heard rumors, but I don't believe that we would do something as silly as that in regards to offering him a new contract. I think that would be absolute madness, in my opinion. Me too, Daryl. No one owns the world. Let me tell you something about the world, guys. No one bloody owns it. You popped out your mum's whatever, right? Not you, but I'm talking about everyone, right? At a place that you didn't choose. It's by luck, by chance. Let me just say that. By luck, by chance. And that's what I would say. Absolutely. Mark, good morning. How you doing? Is this solid info that costs me a new contract, or is it a mainstream sports media making up story, feeding into the internet just so it's been an international break and other sports? Mark Jomini, I'll let you leave that decision to yourself, mate. Absolutely. I don't speak garbage. I heard it from someone I rely on. It doesn't mean it's true. It doesn't mean it's not true. But there is talk about it going on, about Man United offering a new contract to him. Absolutely. Thank you so much, V-Day. Bless up, my friend. Bless up. D, big up, everyone. Big up, D. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Of course. Good to see you. Of course. Absolutely. Revert 7. Next summer, we will need a centre-back, especially when Maguire leaves. Absolutely. And question marks on Martinez and Shaw. This is why I'm talking about D-Bust. Man United are looking for a defender. There was that defender yesterday that I spoke about from Athletic Bilbao, as we know. And there's going to be a number of defenders being linked to Manchester United, guys. There is. And look, we got Hayden Heaven. We got Delict. We've got Euro. Obviously we got Fredrickson, and we got obviously Kulungi as well, young players through. But we need another experienced player. Martinez is... Can we trust Martinez to be, fit for Man United consistently? And that's the thing. Big up Balagun, Mark. What's going on, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you again, mate. Absolutely. Sal, free Palestine. Life is not fair. Big up Efren. Absolutely all day long. If we give Casemiro a new deal, then to me, no new midfielder for me. And we all know Ruben and what's a new midfield. Absolutely. It will be crazy. It will be crazy. Now, part of me feels that Man United have got contingency plans in regards to if they don't sign a midfielder, they're going to keep Casemiro, you know, and that would be bad. But I wouldn't stress yourself about it. I wouldn't stress yourself about it. I do believe Man United will get a midfielder or two into the club. Obviously, there's been linked to lots of midfielders so far, of course. Daryl, why are people subbing and unsubbing? Sort it out, people. This is the best and proper channel. Big up, Daryl. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you very much, mate. The people do that because they're just, you know, they want to look and then they don't like what they hear. But this is the realest channel on thing, and we talk about everything, and I answer everyone. You know what I mean? If people don't like it, that I skip a couple of messages, I'll read hundreds a day. You know what I mean? People like Daryl, people like Benny, you know what I mean? You know, support the channel, and I will read out their messages every time. And, I will try my best to read out everyone's messages. That's what I do. If I don't read out your message, I'm sorry, but I can't read out everyone's message all the time, guys. But I respect you, and that's just life, isn't it, at the end of the day? I try my best. I give my energy. I give my all to read out every message, you guys, every single day, of course. Gary, Casemiro has to go. The contract extension could only mean that United thinks they could sell him and make some more money extended year. It makes no sense at all. That is a good comment, Gary, because it could be that. It could be a money-making scheme, and that's what it is. And this is what I'm thinking about the Jadon Sancho situation, about Jadon Sancho's year extension on his contract being activated. If they did that, guys, I don't know what to say. If they did that, I really don't know what to say. VJ, Casemiro doesn't make sense, either new and young or Sal and old. Red Fred 7, good morning, Sal. Good morning, Red Fred 7, you legend. How you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream, my friend. I hope you're doing blessed, my guy. I hope you're good. Good to see you, of course, my friend. And yeah, guys, looking forward to the game. That's all I get. Look, what is it? Tally chart. We're crossing off the days, guys, until Man United play Man City on Sunday. That's what it's all about, guys. Man United, Manchester City on Sunday, guys. That's what it is. Absolutely. And I can't wait for that. The beautiful thing about football, we've always got something to look forward to. Absolutely. Big up, Rejay. There's rumors about Sir Jim Rat. Are they true about him leaving the country? Yeah. It could be anything, though. It could be a ploy to make more money. It could be an evasion. It could be anything. It could be anything. So I'm not going to speculate. I'm not going to speculate and let him do his thing, whatever. You know what I mean? I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know what I mean? He's a billionaire, and billionaires do billionaire things, don't they, at the end of the day? And that's what I would say about that at the end. All I care about is what happens on the pitch for Manchester United on Sunday against Man City. Daryl, we should smash City. They got like 8 injuries plus a dead defense. I hope so, mate. I hope so. Obviously, they got Rodri and they got obviously Haaland. Haaland will be in bang on form today, on Sunday. Definitely, he's just got 5 goals. So yeah, definitely. Gary, look at the many midfielders there are available. I cannot believe that United would be so naive to think they would not be able to replace Casemiro. It drives me mad how they think. You know what? What I would say, Gary, let's see what happens, isn't it? I'm sure that most of the fan base don't want Casemiro to sign a new contract. Casemiro's on a lot of money. I don't think that, anyone wants Casemiro to sign a new contract at Man United. And obviously, they're going to see the reaction from that, and it probably won't go through. So let's wait and see what happens, of course. Good news for us. New investors, Glazers out, a new stadium. No new stadium now, guys. The biggest thing about the Glazers and the biggest thing about Ineos is that they are obsessed with this regeneration project. This regeneration project is in line to make them billions, all right? So if this regeneration project doesn't go through, it's going to be very interesting to see where they go with this. Because as we know, the Glazers have prepared for this regeneration project since 2017, when they sent a letter to the Manchester Council in regards to this regeneration project. Now, if it doesn't go through, is it good news for Manchester United? We'll have to wait and see. Jim Ratcliffe leaving the country has obviously given a whole load of speculation, what's going on and that, He's taken millions from the country, and he's gone somewhere else. And let's see what happens. What's your thoughts on the feelings about the Manchester derby and who would like to see start? I'm gonna do my match preview, Joe Allen, tomorrow, my friend. I'm gonna do my selection. I'm gonna have a think about it, and I'm gonna do my selection. Right? I think Man United will win. I think Man United will win. I think Man United will win by 2-1. I've been consistent with that. I think Man United will win the game. I don't think this is the problem for Man United. I don't think that Man City are going to be the problem. I think the biggest problem for Man United is going to be Brentford and Brighton and those sort of teams. Obviously, we've got Liverpool as well. Always difficult to go to Anfield. That's going to be a problem as well. If it don't happen, hopefully the Glazers are gone. Fingers crossed, my guy. Fingers crossed, of course. VJ, I agree on your theory on trying to ensure selling and not being able to walk away for free. Absolutely. After this game, it could be that Garnacho versus Manu if he plays. I mean, that one's going to be something, isn't it? It's going to be Garnacho versus Man United. It's so early as well. The feeling is still there. The bitterness is still there in regards to Garnacho, isn't it? Man United against Chelsea. That one's going to be... Look, what our main aim as Manchester United fans in this game against Chelsea, we're skipping the City game, but let's bring on Chelsea. The game against Chelsea, we need to make it as intimidating as possible for Alejandro Garnacho. That's what we need to do. Make it as intimidating as possible, guys. Absolutely. And make sure when he gets on the ball, the crowd are giving him a nightmare. They're giving him hell. That's what we need to do, guys. Casemiro and 370 can go. Absolutely. I agree. Can't wait for the game on Sunday. I will be there for you. Watch along. Thank you so much, Gary. Big up yourself. I can't wait to see you, brother. Absolutely. Can't wait to see the legends in the house, of course. Double I, good morning. How you doing? Guys, call me delusional, but if we 6 for 6 against City and Chelsea games, come on, Double I. I love the enthusiasm. I love the positivity, my friend. This is what I'm talking about. We win 2 out of 2. You're going to see a different atmosphere. You're going to see a different mood at Manchester United. Hell yeah. Hell to the yeah. You're going to see that. Absolutely. Labour can't afford the money investment if Sir Jim pulls out. Absolutely. They're relying on government money and Jim Ratcliffe money, and I don't think they can do it. Big up, Daryl. Number 1. Absolutely. Absolutely. We just need to show up against City and then they are in for a game, and it will be enough to give us the advantage in the game. I think the pressure is on City. I think the pressure is on Pep Guardiola. Do you think, guys, that if Man United defeat Man City and Man City lose to Arsenal as well, do you think Pep Guardiola walks? Do you think Pep Guardiola will walk? Benny, hopefully regeneration of the area stay around Old Trafford. Old Trafford has to be out, home, new, and forever. We created our history there. Old Trafford, absolutely. We should never be moving away from Old Trafford, guys. I would battle that with anyone. Man United should always be staying at Old Trafford. Real Madrid stay at the Bernabeu. Barcelona stay at the same location and still the new camp. Yeah, they might put a little sponsorship name at the front of it, but it's still the new camp. It's still the Bernabeu. Look what happened to Arsenal when they moved into a flashy new stadium. You know, it doesn't work necessarily. And this is what we're talking about. And regenerate Old Trafford. Old Trafford is our heritage. Old Trafford is who we are. That's our history right there. That's our legacy. That's Old Trafford. That we need to regenerate Old Trafford, in my opinion. I'm passionate about that. Not move to some tent. I heard Garnacho is already a problem. Did you, Daryl? My goodness me, that would be funny. That would be funny. Now Garnacho is he's not our problem anymore. Absolutely, Kenny. Big up, Kenny. Hope you're doing well, of course. Guys, we just need to take our chances against City. Yes, I actually think we will. I actually think Man United are going to take their chances. I think we'll win 2-1. I've got a feeling we're going to win 2-1. I know I don't want to be overly zealous, guys, but I've got this feeling that we're going to win 2-1, guys. Sorry, guys. It is what it is. I feel that way. I'm sure you agree. Fans still want Old Trafford. Yes, we do. We want Old Trafford. We want to stay at Old Trafford, guys. Well, I do anyway. West Ham. Big up, VJ. I'm not for pulling down Old Trafford. What do you think about it, Sal? I don't want to pull down Old Trafford. I see no reason why we should pull down Old Trafford. I see no purpose to it. We can regenerate Old Trafford. We can build up Old Trafford. This is our home. What gives us an advantage, guys? If there's any advantage for Man United at the moment, if there was one advantage for Man United, what would it be? The one advantage that Man United have is Old Trafford, the history, the legacy. We can rebuild Old Trafford. Why don't we rebuild Old Trafford? I know why they don't want to rebuild Old Trafford. Let me tell you why they don't want to rebuild Old Trafford. They don't want to rebuild Old Trafford because they want to move to the regeneration project, and everything around that area is going to be theirs. The hotels, the franchises, the concerts, everything is going to be theirs, and they're in line to make billions. Everywhere you turn, Jim Ratcliffe Road, Ineos Avenue, the Ineos Stadium. They know if we keep Old Trafford, they can't do that. They can't change Sir Matt Busby way. No, they know that. And this is why they want to move away from Old Trafford. They want to input footprint on Manchester United. Proper footprint. Garnacho, Chelsea problem now. Absolutely, Stephen. Absolutely. Spurs and Everton only success with their new stadium. Yeah, Spurs are, to be honest. Everton, it's still early days. What are your early predictions for the derby match? 2-1, Arman. Big up, Arman. Hope you're doing, man. Good to see you. Arsenal, West Ham, no real success. Yeah, nope. Well, West Ham didn't really have... Well, West Ham have been more successful whilst they've been playing at their stadium than they have in their history. I have to give them that. They won the European trophy, didn't they? My prediction is 2-1. Me too, brother. Me too. What is your early prediction? Yeah, 2-1, I said. Gary, I can't wait to see who stands up and gives Garnacho what he's got coming to him. Absolutely. I don't wish anybody hurt, but a nice late tackle, an early tackle in the game, guys, and knocking him down once or twice would be nice. Come on, Gary. I would say that as well, mate. Absolutely. Daryl, we just need a refurbishment on the stadium. That's it, what it is, Daryl. That's what it is. Man United need to rebuild on the stadium. That's it. Why don't we do that? People are saying, oh, where are we going to play? Do people remember when the North Stand was being built? We didn't have a North Stand. You know, we didn't have we didn't have that stand anymore. Sir Alex Ferguson stand. We didn't have it. You know what I mean? And, we played. We still played. We still won games. Joe, 3 points, the City, and a point with Chelsea and Delict to make Garnacho his biatch. Big up, Joe. Absolutely. I hope so, my brother. I hope so. Who do you think will score? Sesko. I think Mbeumo and Sesko will score. Arman, Bruno, and Mbeumo. VJ, 3-1. We start the gates. We'll start the gates. We'll open like Spurs. Big up. Once we start the game, gates will open like Spurs. Big up, my friend. Fair enough, man. Big up, my friend. Big up, man, of course. Big up, everyone, of course, guys. Absolutely. Look, guys, I'm excited for the City game. I know. Life is depressing sometimes, guys. Let me tell you, life is depressing. You wake up in the morning and there's always some next crap that's going on, and all you want is just to live life and you know what, enjoy what you have on this planet. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's all we want. Keep out of people's way. Love people, respect people, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day in this world. And that's what I've always believed in. We're just little intricate bits of energy. That's all we are, guys. And I think that it's important that this little bits of intricate energy get used well. Get it well. Use it well. Enjoy it. Be kind. Show love. It's not hard. You know what I mean? Subscribe to Stretford Post. Smash a like. You know what I mean? Do things like that. You know what I mean? Stop causing chaos. At the end of the day, we're human beings, and that's one thing I would say. Gary, damn sure I love your opinion about our history, Old Trafford. Old Trafford, it stands out no matter what. You know what my first picture was, Gary? My first ever picture when I first visited Old Trafford when I was a child. My first picture, I'll bring it on the show one time, was next to the Munich clock. That was my first picture. Old Trafford means a lot to me. It's almost like a second home. And I'm like, we're just going to, winning just move away from Old Trafford. And I'm like, sad, isn't it? Big up, Daryl. Take it easy, brother. See you at 4, my guy. Hope you're doing well. I'm an Old Trafford in guy. Big up, Darren. Big up. You got great opinions as usual, brother. Garnacho acting like he never trained a day in his career in the United shirt. Did you see the little videos of him acting like he was dying on the training? Okay, that was contradicted though, wasn't it? Because Man United fans, as we do, let the internet do its thing. We showed videos of Garnacho absolutely exhausted, training for Manchester United. You remember that? So whenever someone puts up any nonsense like that, we will contradict it because there's always a chance, guys. Absolutely. He's always going to try and prove his narrative. He's always going to try and prove Man United fans wrong and stuff like that, isn't he? I'm sorry, I'm still a fan of Garnacho. No hate to him. I hope he grows up. There's no hate at all. Hate is a different word. Disdain, maybe. But we have to give him a bad time at Old Trafford. It gives an F. We have to give him a bad time at Old Trafford. This is not My Little Pony. This is not Care Bears. You know, I'm not watching unicorns fly past my window. We got to go out there and bloody give it to them when we play them. But we got to beat City first. Man. Apparently they have 10 players out, bro. I mean, they did spend billions on their squad, didn't they? So they probably have cover. I would have thought that Man City, they're one team that have cover. I don't hate Garnacho too. I just think what a disappointment. It is a disappointment. But when we play Chelsea, it's not hate. I don't hate anyone. It's sport. It's top level competitiveness. It's competitiveness. That's one thing I would say. We want to win. And that's what it is. When we play Chelsea, you know, we will want to win. And we have to make it as difficult as for Garnacho as humanly possible, guys. Absolutely. Do you like Macari's chips? I've never tried them Revert 7. Not yet, unfortunately. I've never gone in there and tried it. I've never gone and tried Macari's chips yet. I've tried chips at Old Trafford. Extremely expensive. There's a little van outside Old Trafford. I've tried it. It cost me 20 quid, for goodness sake. £20, for goodness sake. So I've tried that one. LT. I got to see that Haaland in De Ligt's back pocket and Bremo terrorizes it. I can see that as well, LT. I really can see that. I could really see Man United counter-attacking City and just catching them cold. I can see that. I think Mbeumo's going to have a good game. Benny, my bad days are from Old Trafford, bringing my son to his first game, seeing his face when he see the pitch and meeting all the players and players. But big up, my friend. Big up. I love it, mate. Historically, mate, I don't understand how you could be a Man United fan and just completely brushing it off. Completely brushing Old Trafford off like nothing. I know that there are people, okay, that supported Ineos. And they want nothing but Ineos to prove us wrong. Sadly, some of them still support the Glazers as well. And yeah, it's sad. I don't have a favourite player. My favourite player is Manchester United, at the moment. What if Garnacho tears us apart? Darren, don't do this, Darren. Come on. Come on, bruv. Who will sit rat and tell Chelsea game? Which scarf will he wear? Half and half. Half and half scarf. Or 3/4 to Chelsea. Absolutely. Man. Garnacho may say sit here against us. Yeah, I hope so. I hope he doesn't get the ball. Has Pep ever lost 3 in a row in the Prem? I'm not sure. I haven't checked the stats. Mark, all I want to say is we need to put away all our chances. No shit, Sherlock, Mark. Big up. Unlike our games against Arsenal, Burnley, or Fulham, where we missed opportunities. You don't need to. This is not the History Channel, Mark. We know we missed chances, and we know we need to put the chances away. My goodness me, what an opinion, mate! Come on, mate. We've been watching the games. You know, we have been watching the games. Big up, Mark, though. Absolutely. Chips and gravy. What about pie? No pie? No pie? Ain't there going to be about... Sir Jim will be wearing a Chelsea shirt underneath. Yeah. I never forget when I went to Man United against Tottenham once, the old White Hart Lane, and I had my Man United top. And I was in the away end. I was in the Tottenham end. And yeah, I had my Man United top. And the guy at the Tottenham, he said, zip it up, zip it up. He said, zip it up. I was on TV that time. I went on TV. I went to talk about Rio Ferdinand and the charges he had. Do you remember when he was out for many, many months because of the charges and stuff like that? Can't find that anywhere. Man United, 2004, Man United won 2-0, I think. It was. John O'Shea scored. Yeah. Back in them days. Way back when. I got a ticket and unfortunately it was in with the Tottenham fans, sadly. That was funny, though. The worst thing to do, right, is go into the opposite supporters. It's crazy. Did I get any kits, man? I've got about 50 different jerseys in London at the moment. Different ones and original ones as well that I bought at the time. Pucker, chicken and mushroom. Bigger, absolutely. All day long, my friend, with a tip over the island. Just, mate, don't make me hungry, Benny. I might have to do the shopping again. Know what I mean? Morning, Sal. Big up, Christian. How you doing, my friend? I'll be doing well. 2-1 win for us. I agree, guys. I agree. I'm going for 2-1 as well. What I think is that it's going to be a difficult game. I think it will be a difficult game because it is a derby at the end of the day. And we know what derbies are like, don't we? Have I got any kits? No, I don't buy anything from the Glazers, man. I don't buy anything that is Glazer related. No. As much as I like the kits, I do like the black kit. What the black kit, the one that let me give my spin on things, right? Don't you think that creativity is dying? Don't you think that creativity is dying? I'm looking at the new iPhone and that, and I'm not looking at any changes. You know what I mean? It's like that Scooby-Doo thing, isn't it? When they get the mask off, isn't it? I actually think that black kit's just copying the old kit. Why don't they make new legacy kits? You know, they don't make any new legacies these days. It's always copying what's in the past. Absolutely. Big up, Stephen. Take it easy. Big up, my friend. That's what I would say. I don't buy anything from the Glazers anyway. I don't do it because I'm not a flip flop and I don't want to be deemed a hypocrite. Because the last shirt I had was the pink one back in 2018. And I had that one. And to be honest with you, a lot of people say, "Oh, why are you buying a shirt?" And I didn't buy it I bought it. My wife bought it for me as a birthday present, right? And I wore it. And people say, "Oh, you know, you're feeding into the Glazers and blah, blah, blah. You're giving to the Glazers." Absolutely. One of the best, absolutely, VJ. Man, I bought the home and kit from this season. I can't tell you what to do, man, my friend. I believe in the old Roy Keane and Sir Alex mindset, which is they come into our home, win, lose, or draw. They leave with a limp. Absolutely. VJ, the new black shirt is nice because they copied 1994. They copied 1994, 95. They got no creativity. They have to copy that. They got no, don't you see it from the other side of things that they ain't got their brain now to make their own legacies. We have to keep copying old shirts. You know what I mean? You probably won around VJ 1994, but anyway, what I'm saying, you know what I mean? I had the original. I got the original. I don't need the new one. Yeah, I got the new one. I got the original. Yeah. VJ, Eric Cantona shirt. Every shirt's an Eric Cantona shirt. Every shirt had the colours up. Red, green and gold, black, whatever it was, white. It's a Cantona shirt for me. Absolutely. Put Xerxes on home kit and put Embuemo on the away kit. Big up, my friend. Alan, it's a shame that David Beckham can't take over someone who cares about the club. It would be lovely. I mean, I don't know why David Beckham invested so much in American football. They don't even respect football in America, you know? You know what I mean? They don't love football like we do. Beckham should have put his money in Man United. But Man United is expensive, isn't it? That has to be the best badge behind you, Sal. That glory days. The proper one. It's a real one. The proper one. I actually bought that but when it came out. Believe that. It still fits me. It was a large, though. Big up, Christian. Guys, Garnacho might not even play against us, the Chelsea game, so let's focus on the derby. And absolutely, let's not jump. Let's not jump into the new ones, of course, guys. Absolutely. Manchester United should scrap being sponsored by American sponsorship Snapdragon. I have nothing against Americans. My grandma's American. My brother lives in America. My older brother got married in America. What I would say in regards to sport, right? Commercially, America the best commercially. But America don't love football or soccer, as they say. They don't love football like we do. They don't understand it, right? And even to this day, they make fun of it. They make jokes about it and stuff like that. And I don't appreciate that. And they always have. But because football has become so profitable, they jump on it. And that's what it is. They jump on it because it's profitable. I don't think America should be hosting a World Cup 2 times in 30 years. I don't think that's right. I don't think that England hosts one World Cup and America hosts 2. How's that possible? That's like England hosting 2 Super Bowls and America hosting 1. You know? I don't believe in that. I think the World Cup should have went to a proper footballing nation. And as we saw with the very sad situation yesterday, America's not safe. It's not safe. They spent their whole of the last World Cup talking about virtual signaling, Qatar this, Qatar that, this, that, and the other. I could walk down Qatar with chains, with gold, with diamonds, with an opinion, and I'll be safe. I'll be safe. No one will touch me. Talking about human rights and all this business. The World Cup they should give it to someone who actually loves football. You know, and that's it. England will host the World Cup tomorrow if they wanted us to do it. You know what I mean? What's my ethnicity? I'm a mixed race guy, man. I'm mixed. I have everything in me. So no one can say anything to me. What's your favorite? My mother's white. My dad is Asian. I come from Christian, Muslim, Jewish background. My grandma's like my background is German, Jewish. I got Muslim a father, yeah, and I got a Christian mother. Okay, born in England, and I was born in Leytonstone in East London. That's what I am, mixed. Unlike the United Bloody Nations, for goodness sake. They should get me in the United Bloody Nations because I'm so bloody mixed, for goodness sake. Joe Allen, and speaking of the kits, I would love to get the gold white one. I would love that as well. A beautiful kit. It's absolutely beautiful. How many brothers? There's 2 brothers, VJ. I have 2 brothers. One of them's name is Reds. He's a rapper. You may know him, VJ. Right? REDZZ in YouTube. I record all the videos. I'm in all the videos. Check them out. REDZZ in YouTube. You'll see it, guys. Great songs. We worked with loads of people, guys. Check it out. Revert 7. The one behind you is nice. Yeah, that's one of my best ones. I've got a few more. This is the only one I bought to UAE. I moved here from England, of course, 3 years ago, and I couldn't get all my shirts in. I need to send my shirts from there because there's so many. I need to send all my shirts from England here. I need to get them sent. Samuel, the class of 92 should have bought Manchester United and told the Glazers to bog off. Do you think they have 6 billion though, guys? Do you think they have 6 billion to spend? Do they have the money? You know? And that's the thing. Big up our man, Samuel. New York is dangerous. My brother lives there. Benny, lived in New York, America 5 years. It's a crazy place. No place to raise kids. No. Guys, there are people coming over here to Abu Dhabi. I live in Abu Dhabi, right? There are people moving from England to Abu Dhabi to teach, to raise their kids. Right? To raise their kids, to raise their children. You know, and that's what we're talking about here. You know, every single country in the Middle East that has been left alone is beautiful. It's beautiful. It's amazing. You know, you go to Qatar, you go to Abu Dhabi, Dubai, you go to Oman, you go to all these countries, Bahrain, you will see beauty, guys. And this is what I'm talking about. I was born in England, raised in England. I love England. I'm British. Right? And that's what it is at the end of the day. I used to go to England games, cheer on England. I still support England. When England are on, I cheer England. But England's broken, guys. England's broken for me. And it's not just what you think. It's the people now. You know, England broke itself anyway. You know, it broke itself. And, you know, I just feel like, you know, people just need to calm down a little bit. And that's what I say. Gary, for me, Lamine starts and Cesaro starts. Me too, mate. I would agree with that, brother. Absolutely. Absolutely. VJ, I lived in New York for 12 years, worked for, loved playing football in Central Park. You must have been the only one, VJ. I remember I used to be in LA. I used to be in Los Angeles, 2 years, by the way. And I used to play at Venice Beach. I used to kick that ball around against the Mexicans would be looking at me like, what the hell? What's this? You know what I mean? I wish I had a Cup Winners' Cup 1991. The white one, yeah, it's lovely. Absolutely. REDZZ, VJ. REDZZ. Z for zebra or zebra. Mate, be safe in the region. The only way I'm going to be safe is that if America butt out of the Middle East and leave us alone. And that's it. Because everything they touch turns to bloody shit. Everything. And we all know certain man tweeted straight after the tragedy yesterday. Certain man tweeted. The certain man who's got so many problems on his hands, but yet finds time to tweet about it straight afterwards. I wonder what narrative they're trying to build now. I wonder what chaos they're trying to do and who they're going to blame next. All I would say to you guys, stay awoken, stay awake, believe it, look at things from all sides, guys. All right? We know who the enemy is, the real enemy. All right? Okay, just to say that. Jed Spence become a player for England. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, look, big up Jed Spence. It's a positive. Why people, the thing is, right, it shows progress. Jed Spence is an Englishman, an English Muslim. What's wrong with that? You know, there are a lot of people out there just want the world to burn. That's what they want. They want the world to burn. Look, guys, let me tell you something, right? Like I said, they need to, number one, need to learn their history. But I don't want to get into that. But let's I don't want old Tommy Robinson on my case again. Jed Spencer, absolutely. It's not nostalgia to use marketing strategy. It's the nostalgia they use as a marketing strategy, but they don't love the nostalgia, Darren. They use it for profitable gains. That's what they do. And I think that Man United need to stop thinking about that and start building a new nostalgia. Do you know what I mean? A new nostalgia, a new Manchester, a new shirt that we're going to be thinking about making 20 years from now, 30 years from now. 30 years. Joe, I have never been to USA, but how Donald Trump is running their country, I've been loads of times. Chicago, Houston, Detroit, New York, Los Angeles. I've been there. Look, America is a great country. Let me just tell you that one time. America is great people in America. Great people, talented people, salt of the earth, some of them. Some of them are a little bit astray in regards to education. I mean, in regards to the world and obviously politics and stuff like that. But Americans are great people as a whole. All right? You can't justify the government, and that's what we do, at the end of the day. Stephanie, good morning. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. World is broken, absolutely. And we know who to fix it, the real people. 52 likes, guys. Can we get to 100 likes today? We got to 100 likes yesterday, guys. Thank you, the community. You absolute legends. Thank you to the community. Revert 7, my brother and his young family moved to New Zealand. Great place to live. Revert 7, New Zealand's a great place. Lots of people are moving there too. But me and my other siblings still here. Big up Revert 7. East London for life. They filmed Home Alone 2 in New York with a Macaulay Culkin and him. Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Shaq Warner. Yeah, that's him, mate. Reds. That's him. Thank you so much, VJ. Enjoy it, VJ. I worked with loads of people. I filmed all the videos, directed all the videos, everything on top of that. I hope we get an Indian origin player playing for us at some point. I think there was, but I think there was a Pakistani got an England under 21s, but there has never been an Indian. Hopefully everyone gets an opportunity the same as everyone else. Hopefully they don't get thrown under the bus and stuff like that. And you know what I mean in regards to that. I have been to Canada. It's beautiful. It is. Chicago is a nice note. As a guy married to an Italian, Revert 7, there is no comparison to Italian pizza. There's no comparison to Italian pizza. None. No comparison. Pizza was invented in Naples. That's where my wife is from. And I've never tasted pizza until I went to Napoli. I've been to Chicago. I had a pizza pie. I had a pizza pie and it made me sick. It was horrible. They don't know how to make pizza. Nah, sorry, Chicago, but you don't know how to make pizza. Not like the Italians. Absolutely. Absolutely. They do. Guys, I want to thank everyone for joining me today. Absolute legends, of course. God help them. He'd be walking with his pockets out. No money to spend. Part-time. Absolutely. Guys, I'm only joking. Guys, thank you so much, guys, for joining me. Do you remember when Blackburn Rovers had the Indian ownership? And you remember when they came into the game with the blanket over their knees? And then Arabs come to England and they spend money and they make them... goodness me. I mean, goodness me. New York is shit, mate, VJ. You ain't tasted nothing until New York. You ain't tasted pizza until you tasted Italian, Neapolitan. We could be family. That sounds a lot like my family tree. We're mixed too. I'm an ex-Londoner who's been devoted to a fan. Big up, my friend. Big up. Absolutely. Guys, thank you for joining me. Guys, I really appreciate it. It's been a great show. Great conversations. Guys, love each other, man. Be kind. And that's all it's all about, guys, at the end of the day. That's what I would say, Be kind. And we're all just human beings at the end of the day, Nothing is the gospel at the end of the day. And what we should do is respect everyone and respect their opinions and respect everyone. Everyone has the right to live. Everyone has the right for freedom. And that's what I would say, guys. Guys, thank you so much. Have a great day, great night, great evening, wherever you are in the world. I'm back later on for Chatterbox. Don't forget to join me for that. Don't forget to smash a like on the video. Don't forget to put your notifications on as well, guys, in case I go live. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great night, great evening, wherever you are in the world. I'm Sal Warner. This is Breaking Dawn, and I'll see you later on. Take it easy. Peace.